So, what's your understanding of the situation that happened down in Texas at Confessions with All Star JR and Ben 10?
My understanding, niggas tried to rob him, and he got active. He pulled the gun off niggas and had to get active. And that's just like if you trying to rob anybody, understand that that shit might happen. You might get your ass blown the fuck down. And and I feel like he had all the rights to, and I don't feel like my nigga should be in jail. Free my nigga All Star JR. You feel me? Shout out my nigga All Star Lee. Man, listen. The feds got that nigga, but man, they need to let that nigga go. Free that nigga, man. Straight up. BN10 should have died. Fuck that nigga. Oh God. I wish in the interview I could do the Ben 10 in this bitch right now. But hey, listen, fuck that nigga, man. Fuck them NBA boys, man. How the fuck NBA young boy get a key to Atlanta? How the fuck that even happen? How the fuck y'all let that happen? We ain't gonna talk about that. That's a different interview. But yeah, fuck them niggas, man. It's Detroit versus everybody, man.
Do you think celebrity status hurt you in the courtroom?
I'm gonna be honest, this shit ain't fair to nobody. This court system shit ain't fair to no black man in America. Matter of fact, it ain't fair to nobody that commit a crime and get caught, period. And he ain't necessarily get caught. They let that man go. And because he was bragging on the internet, he could have been making that shit up. He could have been lying. We have freedom of speech. How do we got freedom of speech, but then they want to take it away from us? That don't even make sense. But whatever. I mean, like the court system is just fucked up, period. And I feel like they got my nigga for that. You feel me? He stood on business because if the police, let me really put this in there. I seen a video on the internet of a dude and a woman in a car, and it was police surrounding the car, and I'm talking at least 12 police officers surrounding this car. And they kept saying, oh, he's reaching. The dude was reaching. Now it's a female in the car with her hands up. It's a dude in the car. It does look like he's fumbling. But just because a dude was fumbling in the car, I'm not going to lie, they shot that car with that man and that woman in there, and they shot the woman as well. So what I'm saying is it was a white woman and it was a Hispanic male. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was bald as hell. How they just get to choose who lives and who dies at whatever moment because they feel like you reaching or they feel like you doing this. A person can't. If why All Star JR couldn't get robbed and shoot a nigga and they die, or matter of fact, he's still living. Why is All Star JR locked up? I just got a lot of questions on how the system even works. I think they just want to bury us regardless. They want to bury anybody they can. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to let this be known. Prison, jail, any type of shackles on your arms and feet, I ain't gonna lie, any type of lock behind a cage door, anything like that, that shit is slavery. Y'all ever went to that museum where y'all see how the slaves was chained up and laying down and how they had to lay down next to each other and kind of doors they was behind and where they had to sit down and lay and shit at? And listen here, man, jail, prison, federal penitentiary, all that shit ain't nothing but slavery. Don't let them fool you.
What kind of influence do you think All Star JR has on younger rappers here in the city?
Oh, to get a bag for sure. Get in your bag and stay there and go hard, go crazy, go hard or go home. And I ain't gonna lie, he had a big influence on me going hard or going the fuck home. And I go hard every motherfucking day. I ain't gonna lie. My dog. What's the deal?
So do you think artists can separate their real life from the rap game?
No. No, not at all. You have to be exactly who you say you are at all times, or niggas will try you, or unless that's just a D thing. I ain't gonna lie, niggas from the D pressing you hard. I ain't gonna lie, you ain't exactly who you say you are. So no, I don't think so. Not at all. I don't agree with that.
So with the All Star JR situation, why you think it became such a big situation?
For the most part, I think it became a big situation because a Detroit artist made some noise in another state. That's first of all. Then, you know, the situation with NBA being 10, you know, getting shot at, him trying to rob him. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Detroit ain't going for none of that. We not going for none of that shit. So y'all boys better be easy when y'all come that way. But, you know, or when you coming at a Detroit nigga, for sure, man, y'all better be easy. So, for the most part, though, bro, that shit became a big deal because shit coming from Detroit and getting away with murder is a big thing for us. Like, we really doing that shit around this bitch. Like, we doing it the right way. Nigga get put down around this bitch the right way. Like, so it's like, nigga, don't come for us. So, you know, that shit a big deal for real around in Detroit City. Around where I'm from the west side. You know, I know he's from the west, but he's from the east. You know, he grew up over that way, you know.
Yeah, for people that might not know, how important is All Star JR to Detroit culture?
How important is he? Oh, I think he very important, especially you know, for them get a bad boys. You know, but for the most part, yeah, that nigga's important to the city because of the sound that he created. He created his own sound. I think it was rugged, hard. It's the real Detroit sound wave of where we come from for real, and the energy that we even put out or that we even trying to give back to the city to even get money, whatever. Like, you know, pay. Let me shout out pay one of them too. Like them sound waves. It's like our city, Rip Blade, Icewood, those type sound waves is our way. So I think they kind of like stayed foundation of that. They stayed in the grounds of our sound. We ain't trying to sound like the Migos and them. You know what I'm saying?
So, do you think All Star JR is underrated nationally?
Nationally, yeah. But he a hood rapper though, so I don't know how far that he even wanted to go as far as in the rap game. You know, he one sided. You know, as far as with the rap game, you know, he in his bag with it. You know what I mean? And whatever bag that's in, that's that bag. So, you know, and that's that Detroit bag. But for the most part, like I ain't never seen niggas try to go Migos or try to go, you know, them Tennessee, how Tennessee sound, how the Milwaukee niggas sound. I ain't never heard niggas try to sound like other niggas. You know what I mean? They stayed in the sound wave of our shit, Detroit shit. Oh yeah, y'all follow me on Instagram at the Prophet Way. DAPROPHETWAY.